I'm Shelton Wilder, and welcome to Wilder Possibilities Podcast, where each episode follows an entrepreneur's journey into the transformative power of that light bulb moment where everything clicks. I call that the click. Those pivotal points that redefine our futures, illuminate paths to success, and even change the world. Now let's get wilder. Hi friends, welcome back to Wilder Possibilities Podcast. I have my dear friend here, Aanchal, and she owns Sidnum Clinic, and she's opening one, and it's opening right now in Los Angeles.
You're the first to know. We're literally opening next week.
Yeah, I mean, amazing.
Yes.
So the actual date is June.
Well,
It's around
you know how the permitting in your city is. So we are officially opening probably next week with the final permits and everything. But we have done soft launches and we're more settled in that space now.
So it's June 2025, which is
we're open. We're open for friends and family already.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And we had an event last week.
Yes, the Wilder Women event.
Wilder Women, we came.
Well, thank you so much for putting this whole amazing group of women together. What started off with Lady Shen.
Yes.
And I'm sure your audience knows about Lady Shen and what it means.
Yeah. Oh, the lady bitches.
The lady bitches. So I'm really happy to be a lady bitch. One of your lady bitches.
Then we had to move into Wilder Women.
Yes. But the wildness remains, right?
Yes, we're still wild.
Yeah.
But
And congratulations. I was just told, the little bird told me you just got an award. You're amongst the 40, you're the 44th best agent in the country.
in California and 134 in the country.
That's huge.
That's good. Well,
That is huge. Congratulations. Congratulations.
and I love my team. My clients would be nowhere without them. So
Yeah.
thank you for saying that.
You're
But
doing great.
it's been, I love to work, and you have a major hustle yourself. So I want to hear the whole story about where you come from, how you came up with this idea, because I call it when did you get the click. So you
Okay.
might have had multiple clicks over your life.
Absolutely.
But I want to hear all about it.
That's what it looks like. It looks like overnight success to some people, but there is decades in the making. Decades, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
So I think the turning point was firstly me joining the world of business with my husband, because I always wanted to be a clinical psychologist. I was on a path to be India's first neonatal psychologist,
Wow.
which is like the psychology of the baby in the womb and the premature babies. That was the road I was taking. And I fell into this world by default because my husband's an only child.
Okay.
And and it's a family business. My husband's fourth generation. My kids are fifth generation in our family business.
Wow.
And
What's the family business?
so the family business is gases, gas cylinders. It's all very gassy stuff.
Oh, gases stuff.
Yeah, it's very gassy stuff. It's clean energy. It's hydrogen, CNG, oxygen. You name a medical industrial gas and we transport it, we contain it, we manufacture it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but you grew up where?
So I grew up in India.
Okay.
I went to a fantastic boarding school, which is an English boarding school. It's 175 years old.
Wow.
So it was
that?
beautiful. It's up in the mountains. It's just,
India?
yes.
And there are international students?
They're not too many international students there, but they're students from all over the country.
Oh.
But back in the day, it was made for the British, for their kids to go.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
So
why it is
75 years old. Wow.
Yes. And our, we were ruled by the British for 200 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have the king's colors, we have all the old English traditions in our school. So it feels like Harry Potter, really.
Oh, that's Harry Potter.
Yes, I was in a Harry Potter school.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so you went there, and then did you meet your husband there?
So I met my husband when I was 15
Oh, wow.
because my father's in the Indian Army. And these army officers mess where the kids socialize. It's like a social club in the army.
Oh, neat.
So they have this club in Delhi, and my husband and his friend said, hey, these army girls are quite pretty and well educated. Let's just go and try and meet them. So
That's great. I love
he gate crashed the party saying, I'm the drummer. His friend said, I'm the guitarist. We're the band. And they sneaked in.
that. That is fantastic.
And that's how we met, and the rest is history. I've been married over 30 years.
Wait.
Almost 30 years, sorry.
You met and started dating then too?
Sort of. I mean, I was just so young. I was back in boarding school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like,
Yes.
and that's how you got to know each other?
Yeah, we sort of started dating, writing love letters. He went to Harvard to study, and there was no cell phones.
Yeah.
It was back in 1991.
Amazing. I love that. That's so special. Okay, so
Come back to the business story. So Karen was an only child, and my father-in-law was not keeping too well. And I could see that he's going to burn out and he needs help, in office. And for me, I was just madly in love. I was newly in love. I was like, yeah, I'll get to spend more time with him. Let me start going to work with him. And also, I'd lost one of my friends suddenly. A friend of ours died. And I was like, oh my God, if something does happen to my husband, I don't even know B for business. How will I even sell the company? I don't know how to sign a check. I know nothing. So let me get a little involved only because I have 2 boys.
Yeah.
And if they need to take over one day the family business, then I should just be involved enough that I can hold fort. So that was my initial intention to join the family business.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. And so when was that? Because you have your 2 boys.
Yeah, it was right after my second baby was born. He was like 6 months old, and then I dived into the family business.
Yeah. Wow.
And had I had a daughter, I guess I would have not been so determined. But I said, okay, now I'm done. I've had my 2 boys. Now that I have boys, I need to take a different road, because I could have been the homemaker mom, or the half and half mom, because I had to role model differently to the daughter. I had to role model differently to the son. But I said, now that I have 2 boys, may as well lead into my masculine side.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 boys too. So, yeah, business all the way. Yeah, totally. And then I bet they're so proud to watch you.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, we're working together.
Yeah, I met them.
Yeah.
I met the one son.
Yes. Yeah, the younger one just graduated. He's a polo player.
Oh.
So he wants to play professional polo and yet have a career. So we're trying to find the middle ground.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so that was years ago. And then how did you decide? Okay, your friend passed, and then you started thinking about the medical.
So we always did medical. We did medical oxygen. So we supplied gases like nitrous oxide and oxygen to all the hospitals, in and around Delhi. So North India, we were really prevalent in that medical space as a gas company. And then my husband was steering more towards our cylinder business. So we sold the gas manufacturing and we started developing the cylinder manufacturing side of the business more. But at that point, we also had a life goal to live in 2 countries. Nobody thought like what COVID would do, but we just thought that actually we heard a talk by somebody who said 6 months before any revolution or a pandemic or any life-changing event in the world, nobody could predict it 6 months before. So, we just thought like, what if there is like a civil war or something bad happens? We shouldn't have all our eggs in one basket. Let's live in 2 countries.
That's how you thought of that.
That's how we thought of it. So it was very intentional that we want to live in 2 countries.
Wow.
And, when COVID happened, we had that benefit.
Yeah. So you still have a home.
Our whole life is in India. Our home, our business, our family, it's all in India.
And then otherwise, it's in
Houston is our U.S. home.
In Houston.
Yes. My parents are there. My grandma's there. I have a lot of family in Houston.
So you brought them?
No, my mom came before me. My mom's been in Houston for 20 years. My sister lived in New York for 25 years.
Oh, wow. How did she come up with Houston?
So my stepfather was in the Merchant Navy, and they have a big shipping community. So he was a shipping consultant, and he landed up a job. But my mom's motivation to come here was my sister who was in New York.
Oh, got it.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. So when did you kind of set up home base in Houston?
About 8 years ago.
Oh, 8 years ago.
Yes.
And then
And then we started the first clinic.
Okay.
Right when COVID started. So 5 years ago, we started Sidnum Clinic.
And you have the idea to start Sidnum Clinic before pandemic?
I did. I think it started with another of our businesses called Texas Medical Concierge.
Okay.
which is a company in India that helped. So we lost my father-in-law to medical negligence in 2009. And after that, it really left, like, I had to literally fight with the doctors to get a diagnosis, to get the right treatment. I really had to
and
be.
you were from a prominent
We had resources.
You had all the resources and you still couldn't get answers.
No, because it's a systemic problem. The system is broken.
And in India and America.
It's broken differently in India. And when I moved to America, actually, I authored my book, Your Doctor's Not God, and How to Be the CEO of Your Health.
Oh, yes, yes.
In India. Yes. And I wrote all about the Indian healthcare system and how it's broken and how we need to champion and be the CEO of our health. And I came here and I'm like, oh my God, this system is broken too.
So you got to see both.
I got to see both systems.
Oh my goodness. And so we're going to start that here. And you just decided.
So I started Texas Medical Concierge to help Indian families navigate the U.S. healthcare system.
Oh, wow.
Because I wanted a second opinion. We wanted to access the brilliant, U.S. healthcare system. It's really good at sick care. It's good. Once you fall sick and you have a critical illness, the U.S. system's great.
Oh.
What is not good at is the prevention, the early detection, treating the whole human being.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Wow. And so that's where you got the idea.
That's where it started.
Sidnum. What does the name mean?
So Thomas Sidnum is the father of English medicine. So for 2 whole centuries, his textbook was the standard medical textbook for all doctors studying medicine.
Oh, so that's where the name.
That's where the name comes from.
I love it. Now I know. I'll always remember.
Yes, and he went to Oxford and Cambridge, and
wow.
He's really pioneered a lot of the foundational beliefs in medicine. Things like you need to keep medical records. Clinical history taking is important. Before that, they didn't even value that.
Just rogue.
They thought like spirits come in and humors and things like that cause disease. And it was really archaic before that medicine.
Wow. Okay, so that's where the name came from. And then so you started that, and how was it built? Like, what is the
premise behind it? So we didn't really study any other company. We said, okay, if I wanted amazing healthcare for myself and for my friends and family, what does that look like? So obviously, Sidnum is built for people who have resources, people who value themselves.
Yes.
So some people may have the money, but they don't prioritize their health and themselves.
Yeah. So we've seen billionaires, heads of companies that just, I guess, are in a lot of stress, and then they die really young, and they didn't prioritize
their health because they're so busy prioritizing other things before their health.
Yeah.
So we're really for that unique person who values their own health and obviously has the resources. And the main reason why people join Sidnum is because they want to live longer. And they want the health span. Like they want to be an amazing. So we had a member who was in his 80s. And he just wanted to have a great sex life. And like that was one of his drivers. He's like, keep me moving in bed. I'm joining you guys. But he was amazing. He's no longer, he passed away.
Yeah.
But he was a member for many years. And we loved it. We just loved it,
Just wanted to really enjoy his life.
Absolutely.
That's so great.
Like
it's fun.
We can thrive, we can thrive beyond our 60s and our 70s, 80s.
Of course.
So our members typically, are in late 40s or early 50s when they join us because they're like, we want to age well.
Yeah. And then the plan is that, tell us what it entails if you're.
So we first start by getting to know you, and the member gets to know themselves through a ton of diagnostic testing. And our model is all the testings included in the membership.
Okay.
Because we want to empower the physician. The physician decides what test you need, not the insurance company or the patient, because he may or may not want. When I go and ask you, hey, do you want to get this test done? You'll say, how much does it cost? No, let me not do it. Or when you want to get this test done, we ask the insurance company, I want to do an MRI on this person. And the insurance says, no, first do an X-ray. So I wanted to remove that factor and give these physicians a dream practice. They show up and they practice the greatest medicine without any obstacles. They order whatever test they want, because they need to get to know every single member at a cellular level. So we do a ton of diagnostic testing. We do your genomics, we do your gut health, we do your hormones, we do your nutrition, we do your AI-based cardiac screening, things that traditional medicine does not include in their regular executive health checkups. We have cases who go for a traditional executive health checkup and say, hey, everything's good. We're like, no, you just passed the stress test, but you failed your clearly. You have plaque sitting in your artery. So things like that. So we start with a lot of diagnostic testing, which is all included in the membership. And then the magic begins because we start peeling the onion. And life is dynamic. Today, I could be bothered by, an allergy or a rash issue. Tomorrow, I could be bothered by menopause or, we have different issues that we prioritize. So we live your life with you and that journey. So whatever is a priority, we work on that. And then we move on to the next health goal and we keep peeling the onion. And it's a year-long journey. Our members don't leave us, 95% of our members renew every year. The ones who don't are the ones because they've moved out or they came from another country just to get all the testing and they live elsewhere.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Our nutritionist is like a clinical scientist. It's not just eat your vegetables or just eat your omegas. It's really based on your genomics, based on your gut health, based on your hormones, based on your lifestyle.
Oh wow. And then they keep checking it over time.
Oh yeah, you're coming in the clinic like you can come as often as you want because it's all preventive, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were working on your vitamin D or we were working on your glutathione, your Bs. So whatever the goal is, we go as far as you want to or as little as you want to. It's really, some people say, I just don't want to drop dead. I'm not going to do all this lifestyle change. I'm not going to stop smoking. I'm not going to start drinking. I'm not going to eat a supplement. We meet them there too. Then they'll go cutting edge. They'll use like cutting edge precision medicine to keep their cholesterol low because they refuse to change their lifestyle. So we do both.
Some people will come in, pay all of that to have a concierge doctor.
Yes.
And then
don't bother me. I just want you guys. Yeah.
That's it.
But we find a way to get them a little bit. Come a little bit. Come. Okay, just get
even if it's like 1 or 2% better a year.
Yeah.
Then
it's the accountability, because every single member gets this Aura ring and our doctors can see it. So we track, we have 7 pillars of health.
Okay, tell us.
The first is genomics. The second is gut health.
Mm-hmm.
The third is hormones. The fourth is nutrition. Fifth is sleep. Sixth is physiology, your physical body, like fitness, muscle mass. And the last one is psychology.
Oh, got it.
So we want to optimize everything.
Yeah.
How you feel, how you look, how you sleep. It's all related. Like one thing gets the other thing out of whack.
Out of whack, yeah, exactly. So if someone joins and then they come see the first doctor, then if anything comes up, like they have access to their doctors.
They do, but we're constantly calling them because we want to optimize and get you better. So we're not just looking at you to see if you're sick or if you have disease. We're calling you back so that we can prevent disease.
Yeah.
So Alzheimer's and dementia, you're 20 years too late. So if you have those genes, our whole team is working hard to keep those genes switched off. It's called epigenetics.
So it doesn't get activated.
That's the goal. That's the goal, to keep those genes switched off.
Oh, wow. So that's really...
It's very proactive. That's why we have these events at the clinic. That's why we look like a members club, because we want our members involved, engaged, inspire each other, because, community is the secret to longevity.
You're
creating it.
That's what I believe too. And that's what makes life fun too.
Absolutely.
To be together. So, yeah, and then help each other. That's my favorite, and stay connected. But so that's why, because your clinic in Beverly Hills it's not, clinic doesn't even sound correct.
It's a members club.
Yeah, it's like an event space. It's beautiful.
Yes.
And you said you're opening the whole longevity bar.
Yes. So the front space, which looks like an event space, is actually a longevity lounge.
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Because it's our flagship clinic.
Okay.
In this clinic, we're going to have longevity partners. who are retail partners. So we're going to try and get some really cutting edge beauty, longevity products. We are tying up and finding good brands, sort of like a pop-up incubation for brands to launch themselves at Sidnum. And it's also fun. People like shopping since it's such a fun place.
Yeah.
People want to buy stuff. So the Sidnum, like our model is we are not selling our members anything.
No.
So if our doctors are prescribing some supplements, we don't sell those supplements. But if somebody is doing generic wellness like turmeric lattes and stuff, which is generally good for everyone, we'll sell those products up front.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not trying to upsell our members anything. Like we don't make profit on the supplement we're prescribing you or anything that if we tell you to go get stem cells, like you go get the stem cells, we will help you source and evaluate the two different places. But we're not like trying to sell you any treatment. We're your advocate. We are your team.
Yeah. So say we need stem cells.
Yes.
You have the places for them to go, though.
Yes.
Would you bring that stem cell partner in? Or
yes. So we have all options. If somebody wants to get them at the clinic, we have different. So we work with different partners.
Yeah.
But coming back to the longevity partners will so we have like Ayurvedic truffle chocolates.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a skincare range called Shankara they'll be selling. We're selling very high quality optical eyewear by Sama.
Yeah.
So these are just stuff that our members like, everything under one place. We have a plastic surgeon that's officing out of our clinic. So we have different doctors and different services and treatments available for our members. And that's why we call this a longevity partnership.
Okay.
And then we have this longevity bar where we're going to really have some fun snacks and takeaway food for people to come in, because there's so many doctors in the community, nurses who like to get a healthy snack or a healthy lunch. So they can walk in. We'll have like vegan dumplings and fun stuff.
Yeah.
Available at our longevity bar.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. And what kind of doctors do you have in-house?
So Sidnum is primary care.
Okay.
We are all about internal medicine, primary care.
And then
we're your quarterback. Everything starts with your primary care doctor.
Okay.
So we are your primary care doctor. We are your functional medicine doctor. We are your sick care doctor. It all starts with us. And then when you get referred out to a cardiologist, we want to know what the cardiologist is doing with you. You don't just go down a hole.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all...
Because that's very overwhelming. And then getting the referral to get into the certain cardiologist can take months. And
no, we work all that. We work on all that. If you're our member, getting you that cardiologist appointment is as much of our responsibility as it's yours.
Oh.
And we do this together and we choose the doctor together. Our team works with you to get the appointment. And literally, you're part of the Sidnum family. So, and the doctor wants to talk and say, hey, why did you tell her to do this? Like when we first started, cardiologists didn't even know about vitamin K2. And we would do the genetic test and it showed very clearly in their genes, if this patient got on vitamin K2 along with D3, it would lower their risk for heart attack by 50% because they had a particular gene. So your primary care doctor needs to collaborate with your cardiologist.
It's a big collaboration, yeah.
And that's what we do.
And then let's just say someone came in and then had some sort of cancer.
Yeah.
You'll help them get their cancer
so
clean?
Particularly for cancer, we actually have a cancer company that's a group of scientists, and we can help them navigate the whole world of oncology with these scientists. So they're researchers. And if the cancer happens, we have an option of engaging a third party, which has researchers, and they come on top and tell you this is the latest clinical research happening. This is what Yale is doing. This is what Harvard's doing. This is what Johns Hopkins is doing. And they help you navigate oncology along with your Sidnum team. So oncology in particular. But if you had an orthopedic or if you had other emergencies, we coordinate that. For our concierge members, we have a Medivac membership included. So if you were 150 miles away from home and you landed up in hospital, the Medivac from one hospital to any U.S. hospital is included in your membership.
Oh, wow.
So we would navigate that crisis.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
Has that had happened for some members?
Yes, in Houston, somebody had like a foot injury, like a skiing injury.
Oh, you had to
And
get 'em
then,
back.
yes, but they didn't really need like a medivac. They just needed chaperoning back.
Yeah, to get.
Yeah,
Oh,
to get
wow.
a surgery in Houston.
Yeah. And I saw your Houston.
It's beautiful.
It looks like this incredible home that would be listed for millions of dollars. I mean, it
You
looks
know, many
beautiful. This tree in the back.
many years ago, it was a home.
Yeah.
And then it was a private family office.
Oh, okay.
And we wanted to buy it, but it was not available for sale. It was only available for lease.
Yeah, yeah.
But we loved that property so much because it feels like a sanctuary. When you walk in, it
No, it
has
looked
like,
yeah, it was gorgeous.
and that's why our members love it. You know, they just feel that our clinics are an extension of their own homes. They're as luxurious, they're as comfortable, they're as warm and welcoming. It's not a hospital environment. It's not a medical clinic environment at all.
Yeah, no. It feels like I mean, it's beautiful. And so, how does it work with becoming a member?
It's easy. I think, firstly, you have to be motivated enough to want to do the work because it's not a membership where you say, I need a house call doctor. Like, that's not what concierge medicine is, right? That's not prevention. That's not precision medicine. So it's really firstly getting your mindset around, okay, I really want to be longevity focused. I am tired of biohacking myself, that I watch this TikTok and I take this supplement and I watch this doctor and I go to this nutritionist, and everything's so fragmented. So somebody who's really motivated to have it all under one umbrella, this is my one team, you're going to help me navigate. Like, should I do peptides? Should I do growth hormones? So once you come with that open mindset that, okay, I want to do it with a team, we're truly like, literally, you're the CEO of your health, we become the chief operating officer of your health. And you have a chief nutrition officer and you have a, whole infrastructure.
And it helps to hold you accountable.
Oh, yeah, because we're testing you and then we're repeating the test and we're like, hey, we wanted to get this level up.
Oh, so that's how you do it.
That's how we do
like
it.
3-month testing.
It depends. It's unique. No two people get the same testing.
Yeah.
So it all starts by you coming on board as a member, and then the onboarding process is the first appointment is 2 hours long, where the doctor gets to know you. We take all your blood, your pee, your spit, everything.
Yeah.
And we send it out for testing, and we use like 20 different specialty labs all over the country.
Oh, wow.
And we really embrace the latest, greatest. And we get your full body MRI done at Pronuvo. That's included in your membership. We'll do the cardiac screening, depend who needs it.
Mm-hmm.
But it all first starts with your baseline and your genomic results coming back. And then we start peeling the onion and start ordering. It happens through the year. It's not like one day I come, all the testing's done, bye, I'll see you next year. No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. But if you are a member and emergency does happen, that's like late at night or something, is that like...
Yes, you call us.
Oh, okay.
We are your team. This is your doctor's office.
But a lot of doctors' offices can't be reached after hours.
No, you will call us.
Yeah.
We will all be there for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we will navigate that emergency with you.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah.
And it's like
we open the clinic after hours if we need to. There is a ER membership included. So we have contracted with a private ER, which is more like an urgent care.
Yeah.
So that membership is included. So we ask you to go to that urgent care because sometimes the wait times in Cedars and UCLA are quite obnoxious. And depending on what the emergency is, our team would say, okay, you reach the ER. We've spoken to them. All you need is one ultrasound and they'll let us know. And then we'll take care of the next step.
Oh, got it. Okay. So you're just having...
Yeah, we navigate everything. We are your concierge doctor. We are on your side.
Yeah.
Anything and everything that pops up in your head, you first ask us.
Oh, wow.
And then we say, okay, fine. I think you need a neurologist or I think you need a psychiatrist.
Okay.
That's good old family medicine. You know that good old family doctor who knew everything about you?
Yeah.
That's the relationship that we want our members to have with our team. Like, it's a very intimate and a beautiful relationship.
Oh.
They talk about their sex life, their business going up, their business coming down, life changes. Because all that impacts your health.
Very much. Yeah. But maybe that's not discussed anymore because it's like in and out.
7-minute medicine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because the insurance is on breathing down their head.
Mm-hmm.
They tell them what they can do, or the hospital system. They're like, okay, I need ROI. So a doctor cannot practice medicine that they want to.
Mm-hmm.
But at Sidnum, they can. It's a dream practice for physicians. They don't have to worry about the business side.
Yeah.
Because we got that.
You're just there.
Yeah. They have no insurance telling them what they can do. The patient themselves can't say, no, I don't want this test because I can't pay for it. It's included. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
And so what is kind of your goal? And
the goal is to really transform the healthcare system. This is the way true healthcare needs to be. Currently, what's happening is sick care.
Sick care.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we are really creating a model of care which is so different. We don't have any MRI. We don't have any DEXA scan. We have no equipment at the clinic. You saw. It's just a beautiful space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's where healing happens. That's where healing happens, when you have a relationship with your team, with your nutritionist, with your doctor. And we want to be able to do this in as many cities as possible. Our membership is capped at 600 members per clinic.
Oh, okay.
So we can go and open a clinic in Florida next, or, you know.
Oh, so you're...
Yeah, we're going to go national after this. After the flagship, we're going to start opening multiple clinics a year in different cities.
Oh, that's so exciting.
And our members are loving it. Our Houston members are so excited about the Beverly Hills Clinic.
Oh.
It's almost every week we're getting a phone call. Hey, we were in LA. Can we come visit? And then we have the events and they want to attend the event. So it's truly like becoming like a country club, right? Which has reciprocity.
Yeah. Oh, that's...
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah. You have a New York one, or... Yeah.
You don't have to be worried. If I fall sick, oh, they got me.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure your clients are traveling.
They travel a lot.
All over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting.
Yes.
Well, I love it. Well, I'm just so excited to have you on and to be a part of it, to get to host an event there. And
anything,
bring the word,
anything to encourage more women to believe in themselves.
Mm. Do you have more male members than...
Well, my co-founder is a woman. So I love the whole partnership that we both have.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. But we did have men as part of... My husband was, we had another partner in the beginning. So it's very different. When you're running one clinic and now we're running 3 clinics, everything changes.
Oh, yeah.
But that's when, as a woman leader, you need to really lean in to what is it that you are building? What is it that you started to do? Because as you grow, obviously we will take private equity in, mostly those we all know are private equity is dominated with men.
Yes.
So there will be more men who will come in part of the business. But I feel as a founder, you have to hold on to that clarity and that vision and not let men come and overshadow that intuitive power that most women, we are very much in touch with our gut.
Yeah.
And not to lose that. And that does happen. It does happen because you feel like, oh, okay,
they maybe know more than me.
They might know more than me. But that is not true.
No.
I've realized that the hard way. But if you hold on to it, I feel like we're better off.
Yeah.
And we learn. We're quick learners. If you don't know something, you learn.
Yeah, and you ask for help too.
I think women are better at asking for help.
Of course.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'm the first to say, oh, I'm not sure. I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll get some help. I'll call my manager. I'll call this. I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah. The quarterback. Yeah. It's the same in real estate. It sounds like what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Sidnum is sort of a real estate play as well, because we only open in prime spaces. So
yeah,
the Beverly Hills of Houston is River Oaks.
Okay, River.
Right. And in the Woodlands, we've opened at Hughes Landing. So we go and find prime real estate where people like to go and live like a luxury lifestyle. So whatever is like real estate, why we work hard to find the right real estate.
Yeah. Well,
and we wait for we'll wait for a whole year or 2 years.
So it's correct.
It has to be prime real estate. We open where you live and play. So it'll be next to all the top restaurants
Yeah.
and all the designer stores. Like we open right in the middle of like
Yeah. That's where
whatever the Saks Fifth Avenue equivalent of that is
yeah,
in the
that's
city.
where you're
Yeah.
want to be.
Yes. So we're literally opposite Saks
Uh,
here.
Yeah, exactly. That's right where you are.
Yes.
And then people like walk by and be like, what is this?
Yeah,
Even
come on
when we
in.
were there, I saw like 3 friends. I'm like, come in.
I know, that was so much fun, right?
Yeah.
And I had people also tell me, hey, I drove past and I saw you guys and all you women. So
Yeah.
we're like in a little fishbowl. It's really retail. It's prime retail.
So it is yeah.
Yeah.
And then people come in and say, what is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Well, I'm so happy you came on today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Everybody get to know.
No.
And it's going to be a household name, I feel. Yeah.
I think Sidnum needs to be really like, you have Equinox as your part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Sidnum should be a part of your life for medical needs and nutrition.
That's fantastic. I love it. Okay. Well, everybody tune in and check
you.
it out and go get to see you.
Thank
I
you.
love it. Bye. I'm Shelton Wilder, and welcome to Wilder Possibilities Podcast, where each episode follows an entrepreneur's journey into the transformative power of that light bulb moment where everything clicks. I call that the click. Those pivotal points that redefine our futures, illuminate paths to success, and even change the world. Now let's get wilder.